Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. Today, I'm going to cover the best 3-star attack strategies in Heroes of Mavia against max HQ7 bases. I know you guys have been really looking forward to this video. Probably been one of our most requested. Before we jump into that, I've got a really exciting announcement for everybody. We just launched Bog merchandise store. I know a lot of you guys are really excited to pick up the esports jersey, but I just want to show you guys some details around that. Take a quick look at the store and show you guys the giveaways that we've got going on to celebrate the launch. First off is we've got more than 26 products and there's 2 main giveaways. So we're going to do a yearly one on the anniversary date of the store. Basically what you do is once you buy your merch, take a picture of it, post it on social media, use the hashtag BOG, share that link with us in our Discord. You now get a raffle ticket into our yearly contest, which is a trip for 2 anywhere around the world, or a crypto prize worth $5,000 to $6,000 USD. So good luck for that. I'm really looking forward to seeing your guys' pictures, repping some Bog merch. And then we also have a second one for 2 Mavia lands, commons, and there's a couple ways to get entries in this one. Firstly, if you're a Bog member or Bog Partner Alliance member, all you got to do is post a picture of your profile proving that you're in one of our alliances or one of our family members' alliances. That gets you 1 entry. And then for every single individual item that you purchase from the merchandise store, you also get an additional entry. You just have to share proof of purchase in our giveaways channel in Discord, and we're gonna do the draw for that at the end of the month. We also made sure we kept these prices nice and low, worldwide shipping. The whole idea of this store is not to make money. We just want to get our merchandise into as many of our dedicated players' hands as absolutely possible. We're really excited to get this up, something that our team has been working on quite extensively over the last few weeks. And I know a lot of you guys have been really looking forward to us getting it out. And I'm just super excited about the giveaways. So let's take a quick look at the store itself and all the different products. You can see we got things from bags, caps, beach cloths, bottle openers, mugs, a banner flag, jerseys, definitely my favorite, shorts, a phone case. I know we're going to look into more models for phone cases too. LED gaming mouse pad, pajama pants, that was my request. Even a pet feeding mat for all those pet lovers out there. Stickers, notebook. I'm going to be using that notebook for my attack strategies and notes in Mavia. We also got hoodies for people in cooler climates and a blanket, and then a hat and a car mat. So lots of options. We're going to be adding lots of new products too consistently over time. I'm really excited about that, but let's get into the attacks.
I want to play.
Okay, so there's quite a few different ways to approach this, but I'm going to show you guys kind of 2 or 3 different variations on the troop composition and what is crushing it for me right now. So we've got 22 brutes, 2 whales, 25 strikers, and 25 markswomen on this particular composition. And basically what I'm doing, as soon as I look at a base like this one here, I'm looking for the whales on what's the best way into the base to pull out the enemy mirror. Right away I can kind of see, well, the top is a little light, but I'm actually going to use a brute to tank the turret and the sniper tower because I want to get down this turret to move into the sniper tower because I know I have to do that in order to trigger enemy Mira. Now I am in the range of the 1 anti-air, but I know just from experience that's going to be fine. You can see I've got the second whale gets in, that triggers the Mira. Now the idea is to use a striker just to pull her out of the base. I'm going to let this striker die, and then we're going to pull her a little bit further. Now you can use 10-15 strikers to kill an enemy Mira. I actually prefer using 3 brutes and about 10 markswomen because that'll push into my main push later. And also you guys will notice that the enemy Mira just chases my brutes. So now we're going pretty wide from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. This looks like the best way into the base because I want to deal with those missile towers first. So we're just going to push heavy there. We just got the enemy Mira down. I'm spreading some of these markswomen out a little bit more. I don't use all my troops right away too. It's good sometimes to save some. You can see we punched a hole in the wall there with the brutes. Now we're going to get everything moving in on the left and the right side, which is good. You're splitting up the defenses, meaning everything isn't just fighting one group, one pack. That's really important with these AoE defenses. If all your guys are just together in one group, they're just going to get wrecked. You need to split out your groups. And you can see because we did that properly with the brutes, and the brutes are now moving ahead of all the markswomen, the markswomen are basically just absolute wrecking everything. Let's just throw one markswoman down on the bottom there to help a little bit with the trash. Got the mirror come through there. The defense is gone. I mean, we absolutely wrecked this base, guys. Max base, right? Like everything was leveled up there. Now, I like having the strikers just for the extra push because it really does help with getting some of the walls down. You don't need the strikers. You guys will see a variation I'm going to use here without it. But I want to show you this one here first. So we've got 25 brutes, 3 boom carts, 30 strikers, and 56 marines. Now, the boom carts are actually not to destroy walls. They're to pull or activate the mirror, just like the whale. But I realized on this attack, the boom carts were not going to be able to activate mirror. So I'm doing what I call a push squad, where I'm basically using a small little squad to destroy some trash, some buildings, and the only goal of that squad is to trigger the enemy mirror. So now basically what we're going to do is wait till everything dies, so all my units are destroyed, and then we're going to start the mirror pull over on the right-hand side. Basically, the way to tell is when the enemy mirror just stops moving, you know all your troops are done. So same thing, we're going to get the one striker down, let the enemy mirror kill it, 3 brutes, nip up. We don't have markswomen now, so we're just going to follow with a little bit more marines, maybe like 15 or so, and then we're going to come in on this bottom side a little bit, top side. I'm actually going to do a bit of a big spread here, but our main push is the top right. Because there's so many turrets on each edge of the base, I did want to come really wide on this one. But once that enemy mirror is down, we're going to get the rest of our brutes up there, 2 more down there to support. And actually, let's come in from that bottom side with the mirror. And really the boom carts, I'm just going to use one right now to break open the middle compartment. So it's a little easier to walk in to get the pedestal. And actually you can see the boom cart even did damage to the pedestal as well. Now, I will admit my top right kind of marines fell a little short. Maybe some extra brutes a little bit earlier would have been good, but that's okay. It's going to get the job done. See, we're really kind of coming down to the mirror and the brutes, but this should be enough just to kind of walk through and finish the base. Luckily, I would say the missile tower targeted the brutes there instead of mirror because we just want mirror to kind of finish pushing through. Also, less heal time on mirror is always good because you can jump back into another attack quickly. So my mirror just decided to skip the anti-air and go for the motor, so that's a good thing. And now she's going to go up for the ice tower, get everything else. We still do have some marines down the bottom, kind of clean it up, which is good. And that's pretty much it. Now, what was really unique about this attack strategy was the push squad, right? I couldn't use the boom carts. I don't know if whales would have worked the same either, but I didn't have them anyways. So I just decided to do that little tiny push squad, get the enemy mirror triggered. Now, time can be a concern with this strategy because if I'm using a squad, waiting for mirror, then going to kill her, so you do have to be careful with that as well. Now, let's do a little bit of a different troop composition and show you guys what that's like. We just got the 3-star there, jumping into the next one. So we're doing 16 brutes, 43 markswomen, 2 whales, and 1 striker. And this is actually my personal favorite. This is one that is very similar to my 1-star trophy pushing attack strategy. You're going to see how he deploys a little bit different. So we're going to send the whales in. You're always trying to find the best way for the whales to approach the base. This is actually our buddy T-Cove. He's in Bog as well. So we shared this replay with him, give him some feedback. So there's the striker. We're going to wait for the striker to... And I'm kind of assessing the base right now. I'm thinking, coming 9 to 3 o'clock is probably going to be best, but I want to punch a hole in 12 o'clock. First, we're going to deal with the enemy mirror. Now we're going to get our brutes spread out, like I said, from 9 to 3 o'clock. Get a bunch of markswomen down. And really, we want our mirror. There we go. Our mirror is starting to punch through the wall. That's exactly what we want. We've got some brutes on the left and right side tanking the double turrets and the motors, which are good. Our markswomen will move down into there, take out those turrets, which is a really important defense to get out of the way. You can see from the top now, we've got the mirror, brutes, and some markswomen coming in. That's also what we wanted. We're basically coming in from like 3 sides. Really, we're coming in from the front, but we were tanking kind of the left and right sides because the brutes and extra markswomen there, and you can see they're going to get through the wall in a second. Now we're just kind of sweeping through the base. Now, something important to note here is when you're pushing through a base like this, where there's so many concentrated defenses, the trick is actually to have your groups spread out so that when one section of defenses are attacking one group, there's another doing another. If you just come in with one main group, you literally have everything on you. You just can't handle the AoE damage. It's just too much. So you really need to kind of distract or make sure that some of the defenses are busy when you're coming in to attack others. And I'll show you guys an attack here soon that explains that well. Actually, this one exactly does a good job at explaining that. Also, this is Mustache Murph. He's also from Bog, so shout out to him. So we're going to send in the whales here, just like normal, to get the enemy mirror triggered. Now I'm going to do the one striker. Now, with this base is exactly what I was talking about. You need to be able to distract the defenses while attacking from another angle. So I'll explain that more when we get to that phase. So we got the mirror out. I'm actually wanting to come in a little bit from the left and back and front. So I'm going to do my 3 brutes and then the group of markswomen here. Now we're going to start working on coming in on the back side. Just going to put a bit of groups together. We're going to save one group of brutes to come from the front. Basically, we're just going to let them work through a little bit. I'm waiting for my backside troops to actually get into the base. And when I see the missile tower, the turrets, the motor, the flamethrower, all of that is concentrated on my back end group, then I'm going to send a wave from the front, because basically what's going to happen is the front wave will only have the ice towers to deal with. If I send a wave from the front, everything's going to be attacking it. Okay, so things are starting to move in. We're starting to trigger the enemy defenses. This is exactly what we wanted. Now we're going to start our front side attack, basically a pincer attack. That's how you can look at it. Because see, look at this. We've only got the 2 front towers and a few defenses on my front brutes. They're just able to survive a lot better. So simultaneously, while the defenses are being distracted by mirror, I'm attacking them from behind. Brutes. Then, of course, we have the markswoman cleaning up. So this pincer style attack is really important when you're dealing with a super tight, super condensed base. That's how you beat this one. And actually, this was a design I made. It was a variation of Colton's base, one of the best performing bases in a while, and this is kind of an alteration that I made of it. And now let's jump into another one, and I want to show you guys kind of another good example of that pull squad. So let's just take a look here. So we've got 25 brutes this time, 2 whales, 30 strikers, and 55 marines. So kind of similar to the other strategy where you've seen the push squad, except I've switched up the boom carts to be whales this time. It's really a preference thing. If you find you're doing well with the boom carts for blurring mirror, keep using them. Sometimes I've used boom carts and whales, but then I feel like I have extra and I didn't need them and it would have been better as troops. So I'm just usually sticking with whales, but sometimes I do still do the boom carts. Here we go. Here's Eli. He's another Bog member, actually one of our officers, so shout out to him. And I designed this base. This base is called Ninja Star. So I'm realizing that there's nowhere I can deploy these whales to get mirror out. It's just not going to work. So I'm going to have to do the pull squad strategy. So we're going to go a little heavier than normal on the pull squad, actually. We're doing 5 brutes, about 7 strikers, 10 marines. And then let's just kind of let the trash get destroyed here. Once those brutes get through the wall, get some help from strikers, I know the enemy mirror is going to get triggered. Then we're just going to basically wait until all of the troops are dead, and then we can start our attack. Now, when you do this push squad, like I said, time can be a concern. So definitely don't dawdle. Make sure you're moving from one phase of the attack to the next relatively quickly. But I'll show you guys something interesting that I did with the whales, because we didn't use them for pulling. I still want to get as much value as possible out of them. Okay, I'm actually just going for strikers. Screw it. I didn't want to use all my marines or most of my marines to deal with the Mira. So we're going pretty heavy on that top side. I'm also going to deploy my rest of brutes on the left side pretty heavily. Get these marines down. Also, we will get our Mira in sometime soon. I'm kind of just looking for the best opportunity. Looks like the brutes are going to get in on the right side too. So let's drop the whales. Now I dropped the whales after the right side anti-air went down because now there's no more anti-air except for the side. Now we're going to get mirror to back up. Now watch these whales. They're going to help take out the ice tower. Now they're moving to the motor. Then they're going to move to the turret. So like if you're not using them to pull Mira, make sure you use them strategically. Look how much value I got just out of 2 additional whales. And they're even tanking for my Mira a little bit right now, so that she's just going to have a little bit of a better push here on the end, which can be really important when you're finishing your battle. It can be a close call. So you can see we got this, just a couple more defenses left. I've got some troops down bottom, a few Marines just kind of pecking away at some of the trash. And then we've got the group of Marines that are taking out the HQ there. So I like this push squad strategy when the boom carts or whale baiting doesn't work. I'm always trying to do, the whales or the boom carts to activate the enemy Mira. It's only in situations where I realize that won't work will I do this pull squad strategy or push squad. And you got to be careful because I'm sacrificing all these troops just to get the enemy Mira down or enemy Mira out. So I do want to make sure that the buildings that they're destroying are somewhat valuable.
I want to play.
So there we go. Crushed that one too. So just want to say thanks so much for everyone who subscribed to the channel. It really makes a big difference. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now you've got the tools and tips that you need to get in there to start 3-starring some max bases yourself. And also it would really help you to smash that like button. And don't forget to check out our merch store and participate in one of our giveaways. We'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.